final of the women's 100 metres. T44. Away they go first time, and it's a brilliant start by Camlish for Great Britain. She's way back at the moment, Marlou van Rijn. Camlish is leading this. Kane is going well also. Ben Suzanne's coming up, and Marlou, photo finish.
It all started in 1994 in a little town in Trinidad and Tobago called Laventille. Home sweet home. She was born with one leg shorter than the other. She weighed in at only 2.4 kilograms. As she grew up, her mother, a very wise woman, realized that her daughter would be subjected to jokes, and the brunt of these jokes would be from her classmates. To toughen her up and make her ready for the real world, she gave her nicknames at home. She called her Hoppy. And Nayo was immunized from the ridicule of others. As she progressed, she competed in volleyball and other sports. Rather than seeing her disability as a liability, Nayo saw this as an opportunity to become a para-athlete and possibly a world-class sprinter. She was subsequently tested and qualified as a T44 class para-athlete. Nayo, when did you first know that you could run fast?
Well, I started in primary school actually, running through school and just, competing on the school level in primary school, and I was one of the fastest in my school then. And then I went on to secondary school, and in secondary school I ran for like 3 years, and then I stopped. I went to volleyball. From volleyball I was deciding which sport I'm going to, change to, because volleyball wasn't really working out for me. And I went to the sports camp that the Ministry of Sports here in Trinidad had, and I was working with the track and field athletes, and in working with them, I began to get this passion once again for track and field. And then I decided that I would go to a club and train professionally to start running and stuff. And well, that's where it all began.
You went to Speed Factory, that was the club you went to?
No, I went to Cougars at first.
Oh, okay.
Where I met my first coach that took me to the Mexican Championship, which was Mabruni Martin. He's a Cuban. And from the Mexico Championship, I ended up, having to change coach, because I thought that he wasn't going to take me where I need to be, seeing that I'm on this high competitive, role. And then I joined a new club called Speed Factory, where I met Mickey Ruben, who worked with Usain Bolt for a number of years. And, with that kind of experience that he has, I figured he would have been the best coach to take me to, other meets and beyond, even on to Rio 2016.
All right. So at this point, what's next for Nayo?
Well, coming out from Rio 2016 and, Worlds in 2015, I realized that, I could do probably about 2 more Olympics because of my age and even the experience, just to gain more experience as well. So this year, 2017, we are looking forward to entering into more competitions, where we have the Arizona Desert Challenge, which I placed both first in the both 100 and 200 meters last year. So we are heading back to Arizona this year, and also venturing to more countries like Italy and Switzerland, just heading up to World Championships in July.
Okay, and you have some unfinished business to take care of in London.
Basically, yes. I do have some unfinished business, whereas when I was in Rio, the 200 meters, I got disqualified. So I'm looking to actually get a title in Rio, in
London.
I'm actually looking to get a title in London for my 200 meters, and to step up the game a notch in the 100 meters and actually take the prize that I actually deserved, after pulling up in the 100 meters and almost stumbling and, so close to the finish line. And, just that little stumble alone set me, 2 paces behind that brought me in third at the Rio 2016. So I'm just looking forward to, going back out there and competing, and even I'm excited now that I'm actually training for long jump. It's something new, it's something that I'm challenging myself to do, and I'm not doing too bad. So I'm just hoping to see that, if once I'm qualified to go to London with the long jumps as well, hoping to at least bring home a medal there as well. So that would just mean, Hurricane Nayo venturing into new things.
Fantastic. Okay, well, you have all of our support and you have all of our best wishes, our love, our prayers, and so forth with you. And we look forward to great things from Nayo. Thanks a lot for this time. Okay.
You're welcome.
I'm currently speaking to Mickey Ruben, Nayo's coach, trainer, and therapist. Mickey, give me some thoughts on Nayo's performance to date and future prospects.
Well, based on her competition and training from prior to the Rio Games, I just knew that she was going to do well. You could see it in every fiber of her competition. We started to put together some competitions for her that we planned for her to compete in the year, but we got to the Desert Challenge where she doubled and did very well. The rest of the plans was to go over to both London and the Berlin Grand Prix to get her fine-tuned and get her fully ready. But there was some snafus with the registration and a serious lack of funding. We had to abort that plan. Right? We ended up coming back home and there was a 4-month period, which is unheard of for any world-class athlete, in competition before being able to go into our Olympic Games. Right? What we ended up having to do, we went over to Jamaica, and in Jamaica she competed against able-bodied athletes who are ranked higher and a lot faster, right, to try and at least get that competition edge up. But that was the only meet that we had prior to getting into the Paralympics. Right. While over in Rio, it was a more tough trip for her than not, because the odds was definitely stacked up against her. There was she didn't have a coach, she didn't have a massage therapist. Right, she was basically on her own in a strange land getting ready for a competition. Right, in the 200 meters earlier in the championship, right, she stepped on the line and was disqualified because of some tightness and stuff that we believe that could have been rectified if she had her support staff with her. But being the kind of athlete she is, very strong-willed, right? She recuperated the best way she knew how and came back to run the 100 meters, where she ran not just the personal best but also medaled again on the world stage. Right, so coming into the London Games next year, we are adding one more event to the list, and she competed once in it against able-bodied athlete, and the first jump she made would rank her top 10 in her class at the Para World Championship Games. So we're looking very much forward to that, because in London we definitely have some unfinished business. Right, the meets we have carded to get ready for London, right, is like we plan to go back to the Desert Challenge where she won the double and opened the season last year and do the same thing. But the rest of the season is supposed to go over to Italy and Switzerland, right? So the plan is to see if we can get funding in place so we don't have the problems of last year, so that she can be fully ready when she comes into this championship and not rusty.
Hi, thanks for viewing. I hope you join me on my quest to bring more glory to my country, to perform with para-athletes everywhere, to perform for kids with disabilities, to let them know that no dream is too big that they cannot achieve it. Dream it, grit it, do it. To my fan base and contributors, join me on my run to the US, the UK, and Europe.